Hey, what's your name, brother?
Shiz. They call me Shiz.
Shiz?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Shiz. I like the hat you got. Okay, how old are you, brother?
51.
Where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from the Valley, 24th and Berks. I didn't have a bad childhood, no abuse in my home. You know, my parents were married before I was born, you know, still married now. They actually called us the Cosby family, you know what I mean?
What are some of your favorite childhood memories you can think of?
I got a few moments from my childhood, but they all connected with sports, you know what I mean? Like hitting the last shot, you know what I mean? Catching that last, you know, that last first down to win the game, things like that, you know.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I didn't have like an abusive, bad childhood at all.
Oh, that's good. So let's talk about school. Paint us a picture, middle school and high school. What type of student were you?
Scholar. I was a scholar. School bored me, you know what I mean?
So what was the highest level of education you got?
I actually stopped and got a GED. And the story behind that, because at 17, you know, me and my first wife, who passed away last year, 47 years old.
Sorry.
The only sober person I know, you know. But anyway, I had her pregnant and I let my in-laws talk me into, you know, passing up a college scholarship to, you know, work and take care of this child, you know. I knew no better. She's 33 years old, living in Albany, New York.
Okay, so you only have one child?
Oh no, I have 4 kids by my first marriage and 2 by my second marriage.
Do you stay in touch with your family and your kids?
Well, that's part of my depression. I lost touch with my family. You know, when they found out that I you know, went from one drug to the harder drug to the harder drug, you know, everybody sort of like turned their backs on me, you know what I mean? And disappointment. So, but you know, all because of, you know, what people expected of me. You know, I was a scholar, an athlete, you know.
High expectation of you, right?
Yeah.
But it happened to the best of us, Shiz, right? Now, Shiz, we're currently in Kensington. How do you discover Kensington? Who told you about it?
I actually lived in Kensington when I came from Albany, New York, and got with my second wife. You know, she was living up here. I actually got married up here, you know. And the reason I'm in Kensington, epic story, you know.
Tell us.
Depression, man. I actually came to Kensington from Southwest because, you know, I was living in such a depression that, you know, I was suicidal, you know. And I always said to myself, you know what? Today's going to be my last day. I'm going to go to Kensington, do my last hurrah, get drunk, do me some cocaine, snort some fentanyl and die, you know. But for some reason, the big guy wouldn't let me go. He wouldn't let me die, man. He wouldn't let me actually do it, you know what I mean? I started off, I was a pothead. I was a pothead. 40 in a blunt, that's all, you know, that's the only thing I believe in, you know? Mm-hmm. Dibbing and dabbing with certain, different crowds, different friends, dibbing and dabbing different things, you know what I mean? But I never had an addiction. Like right now, truth is, my addiction is not an addiction to drugs. I'm addicted to running from the things on my mind, you know? You can call my addiction self-medicate, a form of psych meds, you know? Psych meds, they depress me more, but they just numb the tears, you know what I mean? Who wants to be drowsy all day and hungry all day, you know?
Right.
So that turns me off from them. The reason why I do cocaine and crack cocaine is because it takes my mind somewhere else for a good half hour. You know what I mean? Not because I like the feeling. The feeling agitates the hell out of me, you know what I mean? I don't want to feel that way. But it's perfect for numbing, you know, taking my mind somewhere else. I actually stopped drinking and smoking weed because it's a depressant. The high is too short. I mean, well, put it like this. The enjoyment is too short. Because within a few minutes, while I'm still high, I'm still depressed. And you know, that's no fun. That's what I'm running from. I'm running from depression, you know what I mean? And, well, crack cocaine, the reason why I use it, because it's an instant runaway. I mean, right away, I mean, it affects you right away. In my mind, you know, my problems are gone. Anywhere from a half hour to an hour, and I really need that. But I can go without the drug, you know what I mean? Ever since I was 19, I struggled with depression. As a kid, like I said, I had no abuse in my family. We sat at the table and ate. My parents were married. My dad worked and came home and paid bills. But somehow I was still lonely, you know what I mean? All my accomplishments, it was still like, I wasn't impressed with my grades in school. You know, my achievements in football, in sports. Like once I got home, it was like, I think I inherited a depression from my mom. My mom was going through a depression because of my dad cheating on her. Even though he was coming home, he was cheating on her and she knew it, you know? She would catch him and, you know, and it took the happiness out of the home, you know what I mean? So it was like a downhill spiral. Like the better job he had, the more girls he messed with. And the happiness just left. So therefore, it's like I had no happiness, no joy. But you know, her depression, I inherited it. I mean, loneliness, it was like the fun in sharing my accomplishments was gone. So even though there was no abuse, there was a sadness, a depression, a loneliness, you know what I mean?
Got you.
And I'm just realizing that, I just came to that epiphany a year ago, you know? Like, and I've spoken this story plenty of times. I'm not addicted to a drug, I'm addicted to running away from what would be on my mind if I didn't do the drug. You see what I'm saying?
So now you're out here, Shiz. Do you have a place to stay while you're down here?
Yeah, you know, I have a room I rent, you know.
Okay. And what do you do for work?
Before then, you know, I would spend the night in shelters, you know. And, you know, truthfully, I don't get high every single day. Mm-hmm. And I don't always hang in places like this. It's just, this is where you walked up on me at this moment.
Right.
You know, talking to who I was talking to at the time, you know.
Got you. What do you do for work, Shiz?
Well, I'm a master, we call ourselves house mechanics. You know what I mean? Like jack of all trades, but master of one. I do from the roof to the ground, you know. And it was actually a family business, a family trade. So therefore, my mistake was, when I was younger, I didn't go to a school and get a certification or a license because I always had to work. I didn't have to worry about the work and you know.
Yeah. So it's tough out here, man. You're in this grip of addiction, and a lot of people are struggling with it, not just you. What do you think the solution is to help combat this problem?
My solution right now, what I'm looking for, a partner.
An apartment?
A partner. Somebody to share with, somebody else to care about other than me. Somebody to, you know, put rules and boundaries in front of me, you know what I mean? Because, you know, once I get that partner, then, especially a sober partner, then I wouldn't want to hide anything from her. You know what I mean? I would have somebody to share, you know, accomplishments with, things like that, you know? Actually, I'm tired of being lonely.
Loneliness is a big trigger.
Right. You know, don't judge me, but I'm one of those guys who, I don't think it's fun to cheat on my partner and you know, all I want is a family. I just want to work, come home with family. That's it.
Right.
I don't hang with friends, I hang with my partner and my children. That's it.
What's the quickest way to make money out here, Shiz?
In this neighborhood?
Yeah, for guys. What's the quickest way a guy can make money so they don't have a job?
If you're strong, you know, the guy coming from where I come from, you know, and you know, the mindset I have, either you're selling drugs or you're pimping a bitch. Some guys look to get their shit off with a chick. I look to make money off it or make money with it. You know, I feel as though anything else would be weak. It wouldn't be a man, you know.
Shiz, if you can go back in time, what would you tell your younger self?
Listen to your first mind. Don't let anybody influence your choices and, you know, your decisions and your actions. You know. And I would have told myself to stay with my scholarship, stay with school, and money would have came later. I would have told myself, get that certificate, get that license, so you don't have to work under anybody else.
What advice would you give to people who are struggling right now?
Well, from what I learned, everybody I know who's going through the struggle has a story. Most of them, even though they're hooked on the drugs, when I talk to them, they always have a very hurtful story behind them. 9 out of 10 people are running from, something mental, some kind of PTSD from something tragic that happened to them, something that hurts them very bad. You would look down on them and think they're just a junkie or an addict. But when you talk to them, you'll find out they're running from things they don't want to think about.
What have you learned from your experience with drugs?
There's 2 addicts. There's the addict who loves the drugs, who loves the feeling, and there's the addict who's running from thoughts,
Right.
hurtful thoughts. Some people are running from their own head, and that's the truth.
So how do you feel about yourself right now?
I've made a lot of steps forward. Instead of 7 days a week, I'm down to 3-4 days a week now. The other days I spend sober, I keep busy. Different avenues, different things. I just keep busy.
So what keeps you going every day?
I haven't lost my pride and my self-esteem. I haven't lost that.
So now, what's 24 hours in your life look like out here, a day in your life?
Just hustling. Just hustling.
Are you going to try to turn this picture around?
And I'm working on it. Right now, I'm attending Career Link, trying to decide whether I'm going to go to HVAC school. Right now, they're running my records. I'm trying to see if they're going to give me this student loan, this grant. It's been like 4 days now that I'm waiting. Because of my past credit, from 1990. But anyway, I figure the smart choice would be to go to school instead of taking a job. I can take a job. I have a resume. I can take a job, a good, high-paying job, but I can always lose that job. If I get certified or get a license, I have a career instead of just a job.
What do you want the world to know about you?
That I'm not addicted to drugs.
Not addicted to drugs?
I self-medicate, but I just want to stay out of my head.
Okay, got you. So, Shiz, there are a lot of people in this world who judge people who are struggling.
And I will be back. My present situation is not going to be my future situation.
That's what's up. So, to take us home, there are a lot of people in this world who judge people who struggle with addiction. What's your message for the world?
Those that matter, don't judge. And those that judge, don't matter.
Awesome. So, Shiz, once again, man, thank you. Is there anything you're in need of that we can help you with, brother?
I have my struggles at hand right now. I said, I made a plan and I'm sticking to it.
All right, guys, show our guy Shiz some love. Drop all the positive comments you got for him. We'll stay connected. He's part of the family now. Don't be bitter, be better. Until next time, we out there. Peace out.